top 5 teams with the best offseason. We're going to start with number 1, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You took half of the Patriots team. You took the core of that team. Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady. You easily made yourself Super Bowl contenders, which, yeah, do I think they're underrated? No. No, I think they're overrated. They're in the middle of a packed team, but this team has to prove what they could do to get to the next level. Now, my second team, I mentioned them already, the Miami Dolphins. How can I not? This is a team that really improved that defense, making them a top 15 defense in the league, along with these other top defenses, I really like what the Dolphins have done as they've gone, because they've shown they're not trying to rebuild this. They're trying to rebuild this thing quickly, They're trying to build it from the bottom up. They split the team up. They destroyed it. So, yeah. Now, my other team is the Cleveland Browns. I know Octavio will be extremely happy to hear this because, yeah, you addressed the main position, which was the offensive line, bringing in Jack Conklin and also bringing in draft picks. You brought in draft picks. I right now I did forget who the Cleveland Browns did draft that offensive line. Now I forgot, but it was the guy from Alabama. But yeah, I really like what Cleveland did this year in the draft. Now my fourth team will be the Indianapolis Colts. I love what they did. Through the draft, they really improved what they did, bringing in Michael Pittman and Jonathan Taylor. So yeah, and in free agency, they did bring in a new quarterback of Phillip Rivers, finding the replacement. I love what this Colts team has done. So let's keep going. My fifth team is the San Francisco 49ers. I cannot stress this enough what they've done. They brought in Javon Kinlaw, which I loved it. They brought in, I think, Xavier McKinney, if I'm correct. That was Cleveland. Who? Now that you think of it, who did bring in who did draft Xavier McKinney? I forgot. But I know the 49ers did go extremely strong on this year's draft, getting defensive line, because I'm pretty sure they did trade DeForest Buckner to the Colts. In that case, they traded him right to the Colts. So when you look at it, I love what the Colts have done. Now we're going to go to all the notable offseason additions for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and through each team, we're going to start with the Bucs. They brought in Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski. They re-signed in Ndamukong Suh. I love Suh for this team. He's an absolute beast of a player. Gonna go in there, drive it in, gonna sack your quarterback. So I love it. They also brought back Jason Pierre-Paul. I love what Jason Pierre-Paul has done for the Buccaneers. Suffered a huge injury that could have been career-ending injury, but he's came back strong and he's playing very well. Now we're watching what this team has done with the young players. They bring back Shaq Barrett. He's been one of their top players this season. Notable loss is Jameis Winston. That's the only one I can remember. The only one I found on the internet. Jameis Winston is one heck of a quarterback, but not like Tom Brady. Tom Brady's 20 times better. So just keep it like that. We're going to go to Miami Dolphins. Notable additions. I'll read them all. And I am reading it off of paper here. So, because we have to keep the notes. I write notes every day before our podcast starts. So I am not giving you guys false information. We have Byron Jones, Kyle Van Noy, Ryan Fitzpatrick, which was a team option that they took. So yes, I love that addition. We have Shaq Lawson, Jordan Howard. I love the addition of Jordan Howard, everybody. That was a great addition, one of the best they did. Emmanuel Ogbah, which helps out the defense. Eric Flowers, I did not like this addition, but if he does come out to the Dolphins and makes a huge impact, that'd be great. Because he was a first-round selection by the New York Giants. He did not play well, goes to the Washington Redskins, plays horrendous, and now he signs with Miami. Let's hope he does pan out for this team. The other player is Ted Karras, which was a former New England Patriot. We do take a lot of Patriot players, if you haven't noticed, in free agency with Kyle Van Noy, Ted Karras. So when you look at it, I love what they've done. And finally, Tua Tagovailoa. And I want to add, during the draft, we did trade for Matt Breida, which he was one of the best players just 2 seasons ago. One of the best running backs. He was leading the league in rushing, if I'm correct. So I do love what they've done. Go on to the Cleveland Browns, Jack Conklin, and a ton of draft picks. I love what they've done.